Hello my dear students, welcome to the class. How are you all? Fine? Great. I'm also fine. So, how are you feeling today? Okay, you're feeling happy. Why? Because we are going to read English? Yes? Okay, so today, can you tell me what are we going to discuss in our class? Yes, we are going to discuss Unit 18 and we shall be dealing with Reading 1. Reading 1 of Unit 18. Okay, Reading 1 of Unit 18. So, are you all prepared with your books, exercise books and all the necessary materials? Very good. Okay, so do you remember what did we do in our Getting Started section of Unit 18? Okay. Yes, we read a poem. What was the poem? Silly Fox. Yes, we read a poem on Silly Fox. Yeah, and we also learned how to ask questions and give information. Yes, we read how to ask questions and how to give the informations. Alright, so today we shall be dealing with reading 1 of Unit 18. Shall we begin? Alright then. So here, do you see this picture? Okay. So then answer me this. What is the picture called? Where have you seen such type of pictures? Tell me. Yes, you might have seen this picture in your maths book because there you learn how to make graphs, yeah, how to make the pie charts, how to make the bar graph. What is this picture called then? Okay, so this is a chart. Yes, it's a chart and this is called bar graph. Okay, what it is called? Bar graph. Okay, what do the bars represent? You see the big pillars are here, bars are here. Okay, what are these bars representing? There are red color, green color, two different colors are there. Yeah, what do they represent? What do they show? Yes, they show computer and smartphone. The red one you see here, that is for computer, and the green one you see here, that is for smartphone. Yes, that is for smartphone. So this bar graph, this chart is for expenditure on computers and smartphones. Okay, that is for the expenditure. This chart shows us the expenditure, the amount of money spent on computers and smartphone of certain place, not of the entire world. Okay, we shall see in the passage what place is that, of which place this chart is shown for. Okay, so here this chart is showing us how much money was spent, yeah, on computer and smartphone from the year 2015 to 2019. You see here is 2015, 2016 here, 2017, 2018 and 2019. How many years are there? Yes, there are 5 years. So the expenditure of 5 years from 2015 to 2019 has been represented in the bar graph in this chart. Okay, you see the numbers here, the figures here. Alright, they are rupees. Okay, rupees in million. They show the sales of how much amount. Okay, 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million and up to 60 million. And the down one you see, yeah, this vertical line is for sales and this horizontal line is for what? Yes, for the years, for the time in 2015, 2016 here, 2017, 18 and 19. So before we actually begin the reading one, go to the text. First of all, let us see this chart and just quickly tell me, okay, which year has got the highest sales on computers and smartphone? Which year? Highest one. Great, yes, it's 2019. You see, even the smartphone sales and the computer sales are at the highest point. Okay, a smartphone, what was the amount of money spent? Yes, it's 50 million, you see, it's 50 million. And the computer? Yes, it's 45. You see, in the middle of 40 and 50, it's 45 million. And what was the smallest amount of money in which year there was the less expenditure on computer and smartphone? In which year? Yes, it was in the year 2015, and then it gradually increased up and went on increasing and increasing and increasing. Does the chart show that there is a decrease in some year? Means it's not compulsion that the things should go on higher and higher only. It can come sometimes low and sometimes again dramatically up also. So does it show like that? No, yes, the chart only shows the increment only. Okay, you see, in 2015, computer sale was just 10 million. Yeah, in 16 and 17, it remained constant. There was no increment. Was there any increment? No. You see, it's constant, right? Whereas the smartphone expenditure went on increasing. It was 30 million in 2015. Yeah. In 2016, it became 35. You see, 5 million. It increased by how much? 5 millions. It became 35. In 2017, it reached up to 40 million. Okay. Likewise, in 2018, yes, 45 million. And in 2019, it became how much? 50. Okay. 5. There was the increment of 5 million every year. You know, it was a steady progress, right? Not too much high, not too much low. It was a constant growth, right? So you see, there was the growth of expenditure in smartphone from 2015 to 2019. But you see the computer, the slow riser, isn't it? For the first 3 years, it remained constant. There was no increment in the expenditure. But for the last 2 years, it suddenly rose up. The expenditure, you see, from 10 million, it became how much? 30. And from 30 again, how much? Yes, 45. So was there a, steady progress? No, it wasn't. It suddenly rose up. Yeah, that is called dramatically. Okay, so now before we begin the text actually, can you just name these pictures? What are they? Yes, of course, you're very smart. This picture is of, yes, computer, and the next one here is smartphone. Yeah, we are reading about them. We are reading about the expenditure on them. So this is computer and this is, yes, this is a smartphone. Now can you just tell me something about them? What are they? Are they food materials? Yeah, or they are furnitures? What are they? Yes, they are communication media. They are used for communication. Yes, they are used for communication, for transferring, yeah, from one person, data from one person to another. Not only for communication, yeah, they are electronic gadgets, okay, which can be used for banking, sending emails, writing documents, taking photos, etc. Do you use nowadays camera to take photos? Yeah, you hardly use it. Yes, only in the big occasions like there is marriage ceremony or some other ceremony we use camera. Most of the time what we have is smartphone in our pocket. So whenever we need to click photos, selfies, what do we use? We use a smartphone. Likewise, computer is also an electronic gadget which can be used for sending emails, right? Making or writing documents. Okay, so you can do lots of things on computer. They are very useful things, isn't it? Computer is a very useful thing. It's an important electronic gadget. We can see without it nowadays it's difficult to survive. Yes, this is the world of digitalization. We are using digital things, so we need these both things. These both things have become a part of our life, isn't it? And there are various uses also. You might have seen them being used in hospitals, schools, banks, yeah, even on the even at the station, train station, bus station, you might have seen them. So you can imagine how important they are. Okay, now let's begin the text. Okay, so before we begin, let us read the highlighted words there. Okay, how to pronounce them. Okay, the first one is, what is that? Smart phone. Okay, say smartphone, smartphone. Okay, and the next one is steadily. Okay, that is steadily. Okay, then we have dramatically. Okay, what is that? Dramatically. All right, then what are the other words in the text? Electronic. Okay, what is that? Electronic. And then we have trends. Okay, so let us, expenditure we have already read. expenditure. Okay, that's in the topic also. Let us read the pronunciation, how to pronounce these words. The first one is expenditure. Say expenditure. Okay, the next one is smartphone. What is that? So you already know that is smartphone. You can pronounce that. The next one is steadily. Say steadily. Dramatically. Say that. Dramatically. This one is dramatically. Okay, and the next one is electronic. Say electronic. And the last one is trends. What is that? Trends. Okay, so we shall learn the meanings of these words in the text. Okay, but you need to know how to pronounce them. All right, can you pronounce them now? Okay, very good then. All right, so let's move to the text now. Okay, let's move to the text now. So here, what does the text tell us? The chart shows the amount of money people from Kathmandu. I have told you it's of a certain place, and what place is that? Yes, it's Kathmandu, people from Kathmandu. The chart shows the amount of money people from Kathmandu spent on computers and smartphones between the years 2015 to 2019. What does the chart show? Yes, the amount of money which was spent. Spent on what? Computer and smartphone. The green one is for smartphone and the red one? Yes, it's for computer. And what is the year? What is the time? 2015 to, of course, 2019. So this chart shows how much money was spent. What was the expenditure made on computers and smartphone by the people of, yes, Kathmandu. Okay. According to the chart, there were upward trends in spending on both items. Okay, upward trend. I told you it was in the order of increasing. Okay, though computer sale remained constant, it didn't increase for 3 years, but then it suddenly rose high. But in the case of a smartphone, it went on increasing, 5 million every year. We have discussed already. So the chart shows there were upward trends in spending on both items. Smartphone sales increased steadily by 5 lakhs each year. We discussed by what amount did the smartphone expenditure increased? Yes, 5 lakhs. Okay, every year 5 lakhs, 5 millions every year. Computer sales remained constant at 10 million until 2017 and then increased dramatically. Okay, so steadily. You see how this person is walking? Steadily, not too fast, not too slow. Yeah, there is a constant increment. Okay, there is a regular increment, not irregular one, means sometimes very fast and sometimes very slowly. You see how the man is walking? So was the increment in the expenditure of smartphone. Okay, but what about this computer sale? For 3 years it remained constant. For which year, can you tell me? Yes, 2015, 16 and 17. For these 3 years it was constant. How much million? Yes, for 10 millions. Okay, and then increased dramatically, reaching 45 million rupees in 2019. From 10 million it rose up to how much? 45 million. Dramatically. See this one? Okay, this is called dramatically. It means suddenly or obviously. Okay, it means suddenly or obviously. You see how the boy is moving upstairs? Suddenly. Okay. Okay, so this is called dramatically. Smartphone means a mobile phone that can be used as a small computer and that connects to the internet. What is a smartphone? It is a mini computer, isn't it? Which we can keep in our pocket. We can carry anywhere with us. It's a mini computer. Yes, it's a small computer and it even connects to the internet so that we can perform even more actions on it. Alright? And steadily we have already discussed. It means gradually and in an even or regular way. Regular, not irregular one. Okay. So, next is people's total expenditure on these electronic devices rose dramatically in this period. It rose dramatically. Both are electronic devices, you see. Expenditure means an amount of money is spent. How much is spent? That is called expenditure. Okay. And electronic, it means having or using many small parts such as microchips that control and direct a small electric current that runs on electricity. Simply you should understand. Okay. Electronic means that runs on electricity. Now you will say a smartphone doesn't need electricity. It needs. We need to charge it, isn't it? Yeah. So though there is battery, we need to keep on charging it, and for that we need the electricity, right? So they are also electronic devices. Okay. So people's total expenditure on these electronic devices rose dramatically in this period. It rose suddenly and obviously, means there was a certain rise in the expenditure of both the electronic devices. You see, the total amount was 40 million rupees in 2015. 40, yes, here you see, here it is 10 and then here it is how much? 30. But if you add both, how much is that? Yes, that is 40. 10 million on computer, very good, and 30 million on, yes, smartphone. So if you add them, how much it becomes? 40, yes. So in 2015, it was 40 million, right? Whereas in 2019, how much it became? 45, and then plus 45 plus 50, how much? Yes, exactly, 95 million. From 45 million to 95 million. Well, you see what a rise is that, what an increment is that. Okay, so the expenditure increased from 40 million to 95 million. So wasn't it a dramatical increment? Yes, so that's why it is called dramatically. It increased dramatically. Okay, okay, now overall the sales of both of these items grew, but smartphone sales grew more quickly. Overall, they both in expenditure is increasing, isn't it? Smartphone also and computer also. But when you compare them, right, smartphone increment was higher than the computer. Yes, the expenditure on smartphone was higher in comparison to computers, isn't it? You see, it went on increasing, regular increment was there, whereas computer increased after 3 years. So overall it was the increment in both, but smartphone was at the higher level in the context of expenditure. Okay, if these trends continue, we can expect computer sales to overtake smartphone sales in 2020 or soon after. Okay, so here it has been said, if you see the growth in the expenditure of computers, you see how fast it increased. It was slow, constant, resting point, right? But then it suddenly rose. Yes, it rose very high. So if it goes on rising higher and higher, we can expect that computer sale will be higher than smartphone, means it will overtake. The expenditure on computers will overtake the expenditure on smartphone. Don't you think so? Yes, you see, because in a smartphone there is a constant and there is a regular, yes, regular increment, whereas computer sale, it has got dramatical increment. So if this goes on, if this trend means a general direction in which a situation is changing or developing. Okay, trend is. So if this trend goes on, right, then computer sale will overtake what? Smartphone sale. Okay, all right. So that's all about the chart, you see. Okay, now let's move to the exercises. Complete the sentences with the correct words, phrases from the box. There are some words given here. Let us read that. What are they? Okay, what is this? Overtake, okay. Then grew, and then increased dramatically, yes. Increased steadily. In this period, remained constant. Okay. Now you have to fill up these words or phrases in the gaps given below. Okay, there are the gaps you see in the sentences. You have to fill the suitable words. The first one is smartphone sales blank space during the 5 years. Which is the correct answer? Can you see the answer there? What will you write there? Okay, yes, that's correct. Smartphone sales increased steadily. Okay, the correct answer is increased steadily during the 5 years. There was a regular increment, isn't it? Okay, the next one is computer sales. What about the computer sales? ... until 2017. For 3 years we have read 15, 16 and 17. It remained what? Good, yes. It remained constant. There was no increment, no decreasement, right? It remained constant. Can you say how much million was that? Yes, that was 10 million. Very good. Okay. Now, in 2018 and 2019, computer sales what? Yes, increased dramatically. Yeah, there was a dramatical increment in the sales of computers. Yeah, from 10 million to how much? 45 million. Okay, the next one is people's total spending on these electronic devices rose dramatically after that. What is the correct answer? Yes, exactly. In this period, people's total spending on these electronic devices rose dramatically in this period, right? Okay. Next one is overall the sales of both items. Overall, the sales of both items, what? Where is the answer? Tell me. Yes, very good. Grew, isn't it? Overall, the sales of both items grew. Okay, the last one is if these trends continue. So you can say this without only looking in the text also, isn't it? If these trends continue, we can expect computer sales to good overtake, right? Overtake smartphone sales in 2020. Okay, now we are done with exercise A. What is given in the exercise B? Answer the following questions. Okay, there are certain questions in your book. Now you need to answer them by looking the information in the chart. Okay, the first question is what does the chart show? What does the chart show? Tell me. Okay, yes, the chart shows the amount of money people from Kathmandu spent on computers and smartphones between the years 2015 to 2019. So you should write this answer in a complete sentence, okay? The chart shows, yes, read the answer. Okay, yes, the chart shows the amount of money people from Kathmandu spent on computers and smartphones between the years 2015 to 2019. Okay, the next question is how much money did people spend on computers in the year 2015? Here is 2015. How much money was spent? Tell me. See the chart and tell me the answer. Good, yes, that is RS 10 million means rupees 10 million. 10 million rupees was spent on computer in the year 2015 and also 16 and also 17 because for 3 years it remained constant, but we have been asked here of the year 2015. So the answer is rupees 10 million. So how will you write that? Of course, yes. People spent rupees 10 million on computers in the year 2015. Okay, so the next question here is what was the total money spent on smartphones in the year 2016? Where is 2016? Here it is. Okay, here is the expenditure of computer and smartphone in 2016. So you have been asked what was the total money spent on a smartphone? How much money was spent? Tell me. Of course, yes, it is 35 million. You see, here it is 35 million. So what is the answer? Yes, rupees 35 million was spent on smartphones in the year 2016. Okay, rupees 35 million was spent on smartphones in the year 2016. Okay, the next question here is what was popular among people in Kathmandu in the year 2017? What was popular in 2017? Here you see what was popular, computer or smartphones? Good, it was smartphone. So smartphones were popular in Kathmandu. Yeah, smartphones were popular among people in Kathmandu in the year 2017. So when you are writing the answer, write in complete sentence, okay, not the one you are looking here. Okay, you should write in complete sentence. So you'll write smartphones were popular among people in Kathmandu in the year 2017. Alright, so we are done with the question answer 2. Now let's move to the next exercise. Do you think that smartphones are going to be popular in the coming years? Why? Do you think they are going to be popular? Why? Talk to your friends. So before you talk to your friends, let us talk in the class, okay? Talk to me, speak to me, just tell me, why do you think? Do you think smartphones are going to be popular in the coming years? Of course, yes. Why? If we say, of course, yes, why? Tell me. So first of all, tell me, what are smartphones used for? You might have seen smartphones, you might have seen your parents using that, okay? So what are smartphones used for? Can you just tell me some of the uses? Okay, yes. Okay, the first one we can say is very popular one, taking photos, right? Taking photos, and then after, tell me. Yeah, of course, for calling, right? Then sending texts, yeah, sending texts or emails. We use a smartphone for sending texts, emails. What others? Of course, it is used as alarm clock too. We don't see our table alarm clocks anymore. Yeah, it's our smartphones that helps us to wake up early in the morning, right? What other things do you think smartphones can be used for? Yeah, for doing online work, right? Online works like marketing. We buy things online using smartphones, right? We don't need to go to the shops anymore. If we are feeling lazy, we can just use online apps to buy the things, to purchase the things, right? And the things are delivered at our door, right? We don't even need to carry them. So online jobs are also there. You don't need to go to the office. Some jobs are there you can do staying at your home only, right? So we can do online works also. There are more other uses, many uses. In fact, you can just use Google Map, right? We can use Google Maps also on our smartphone to reach our destination. We don't need to carry that paper map with us, spot the places, right? Google Map helps us to reach our destination without any much effort, right? So there are many other uses, like you can send money from your bank accounts to other accounts using smartphones. A smartphone, as the name is smart, actually does the work also very smartly. We can depend on them. So these are the reasons why smartphones have chances to be popular in the coming years, isn't it? Right? Because people's almost half of their daily activities, or you can say all the daily activities, right, remains from waking up early in the morning till you sleep at night. Most of your activities are dependent on smartphones. So because they have taken a special place in our lives, there are chances that it can be more popular. And the best thing about a smartphone is that it can come in our pocket. It's not like the laptop, we need a bag to carry it. At least smartphone we can put in our pocket and we are carrying the world with us, isn't it? The people who are living far away from us, yeah, those who are living abroad, we can get connected with them within few seconds. By what? By using smartphones. So these are the things, yeah, these are the reasons which tells us that smartphones can be popular in the upcoming years. right? So you can present more views about smartphones and discuss with your friends. Okay, my dear students, can you do that? Alright, so what did we discuss today? We discussed the expenditure on smartphones and computers of Kathmandu, the people of Kathmandu, in the year, from the year, 2015 to 2019. We also learned how to interpret a chart. Here we have learned only how to make a chart. Here we have learned how to change that into text. We have to compare it, right? So we did that. Rest of the things, other exercises we shall be dealing in the next class. That's all for today, my dear students. See you all in the next class. Till then, stay safe. Namaste.